Welcome back to the Possibility Store. I'm your host, Lane, and we're back with our monthly Pauper Pod, which streamed live at the very end of April. This time I was joined by some of the bigger names in the community, including Mr. Bobby BFine, creator and tournament organizer over at Sanctuary PDH, Scarecrow, aka Paul, who is a member of the Pauper EDH Rules Committee, and my good friend Yami, who is a tournament grinder and overall amazing cPDH player. We busted out lists old and new and ended up in a pod full of control lists, which made this a weird one to navigate, but ended up still being a blast. Stay tuned. If you enjoyed the content, consider supporting us over on Patreon at patreon.com/thepossibilitystorm. For as little as $1, you can help us keep the lights on. Tiers include Discord benefits, one-on-one deck building help, and even physical merch. Thank you for those who have already pledged, and thank you to everyone who drops a like, subscription, and comment here on the channel, as it all helps us grow. Now let's check out our commanders. Yami is going first, and just like last month, he's still rocking the Toggo Halana list, and it's still a spicy deck that makes rocks or uses Halana's creature ETB ability to do damage to any target that's a threat. Pairing these effects up with Death Touch creatures can keep the board clear of anything he doesn't like, and with enough rocks you can simply remove players as well. It's a cool list that doesn't get enough credit for what it can do. Next up is Bobby running the surprisingly effective Torwaki list. I had heard chatter about this deck before, but it was my first time playing it, and I was surprised at how hard it ramped and how well it drew cards. Still a control shell, it likes to do just that and bide its time before pivoting towards a win. This one plays pingers and a ton of interaction to clear threats, and eventually gains enough life to not care about anything but a combo win from opponents. It's a good deck with an even better pilot. I'm third, and I brought my newest creation to the pod. This new version of Crom is nowhere near as good as the old version, but it does still draw me cards on my second spell cast each turn, along with making Crom bigger. As a growing threat with flying, I try to get shroud protection on it as soon as possible so I can threaten opponents with commander damage eliminations. I also run pingers to help lower life totals, and in the right pod, this can be compounded by others so that makes killing with Crom that much easier. Otherwise, it's running controlling interaction to keep us in the game and keep others from winning. Last but not least is Paul running his Mahadi list. This deck wants to kill creatures while the commander is on board in order to create treasures and snowball from there. It too runs a bunch of controlling interaction to clear out threats and stop wins. With a growing amount of treasures, he can then utilize big mana in order to cast big X spells that can finish off the table. So there you have it. Let's see who the Pauper King is this time. Take it away, Yami.
Oh, I should probably draw that card. Okay. Forest, Springleaf, Drum Pass.
Mountain Pass.
Let's draw for turn. And we're going to blue into a Serum Visions. I'm looking at the top two. And they're both going to go on the bottom, and I'm going to pass her.
Oh, untap upkeep draw. And I'll follow with a snow-covered mountain and pass.
Feel a little left out. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down my own mountain. 3 visits. Soon I have a dual land in here, so that'll be whatever.
I'll do after that.
Done.
Right. I'll play a Swamp, and I'll play a Charcoal Diamond.
Tap and draw. Well, I too am feeling left out, so here's my snow cone. And then I will also do a little ramping with a Signet, and I'll pass.
Untap upkeep draw. Swamp, pass.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. I will play Toga. I'm gonna play Cabaret Courtyard. Trigger.
So many rocks.
Gain a life, and I will put basic mountain onto the battlefield tap, and then pass.
Draw. I'll play another mountain. I'll play an Arcane Signet, and I will play Appointed Discussion.
Cool.
Draw 2, lose 2, make a blood token.
Alright, let's play a secondary mountain here, and then I'm just going to run out the Crom and hope for no edicts. And that's probably a mistake, but here we are. I'll ship it off.
Snow-covered mountain. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. Pass.
Land. Trigger. I'm gonna attempt to cast Scare Tiller. 1. On tap. Trigger. I will put a land from the graveyard onto the battlefield tap. So I'll take Cabaret Courtyard.
Yeah, you will.
Tap. Goes it to 4.
Guys, rocking out.
Trigger. I'll put tap. Trigger. I got 2 mana floating. Thornweld Archer. With that, I will pass the.
Sure.
I'll play Swamp. I'll play a Fire Diamond. I'll pay 3 to cast Painful Lesson, targeting myself. I'll draw 2 and lose 2. 6. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. I'm going to play this Shire Terrace. Cast this Clout of the Dominus. Target Crom.
I'll try to be the good guy. I'll try to Vendetta Crom.
Yeah, I'm going to daze that. And that's going to trigger Crom. +1 counter on him. And then draw a card. And then it resolves. Clout hits, I suppose, now. we'll move to combat. I don't know which one of you is going to be more of a threat, but I guess I'm going to hit Paul. Welcome to the stream, Paul. Cool. So yeah, it is 5 in the air, Paul. All right, yeah, that's it. I will pass turn.
Cool. On top of you, draw. Swamp. Pay for Siphon Mind.
I have mine. Mountain.
Path of Ancestry.
Forest.
Cool. Alright, I draw 3. And then I'll have to discard down to hand size. It'll be Nim Shrieker, Mountain. Discarded to hand size. Pass.
Okay. Sounds good. Drop it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did last time. Tap for mana. Cabaret Courtyard. Trigger. Attack. Get a land. I'm gonna do this to say I need to fetch for my land. It's gonna come in tap. So that will end up being 2 more rock for Yami Elder. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Helana. And no further game act. Got my land.
Draw. I'll pay 3 for a network terminal, and I'll pass.
Tap and draw. We'll play a mountain. Well, I'm going to pay 2 life and get pro Bobby. Don't know what that one you have your hand on. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, you can put it back. I will draw a card, and you guys can look back now as well.
May you always draw lands.
Don't you put that curse on me. I'm going to share some love with Bobby. I will pass it up.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Great Furnace. Pay for Everflowing Chalice for multi-kicker 2. And pass.
Cool. Draw for turn. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing. Boop, boop, boop. Bring that up to 9. Blight Widow. 1, 2. So go down to 7. I don't have a ton of rock tokens, so I'm just using these for rock.
Robert, we need to talk once it's your turn.
Wow, I'm Bobby.
Fuck.
Rude.
You're right, that is very rude. I apologize.
Robert would be so offended.
Helana will go at Bobby, 3 commander damage, and I will get my land and pass the turn.
I'm gonna activate network terminal. I'm never a threat. I'm innocent. Draw. I'm gonna discard this gut shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta pass. Go ahead.
On your end step, I will crack the terrace, get an island, and tap a draw. And wouldn't you know it, top deck a fucking island, like a boss. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry, Paul. Gonna put the extra 5 on you.
No worries. Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, and then I'll pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. All right, so I'm not getting knocked out of the game this coming turn by you, right?
Well, it would only be 15. It wouldn't be 16. So, but yeah, you're correct.
Right, because you have no way to put a play.
I mean, no, never,
Right.
never.
Assuming that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and Dross Pit tap. I Blight Massacre. Non-elves get -2/-2 until end of turn.
Yeah, and I guess in response, I will do the thing.
-2/-2, and another 2 damage on top of that.
Yep.
Vines of Vastwood targeting Helana, and I'm kicking. That just keeps Helana alive. The rest of my field goes away. Yavima Elder trigger, going into the graveyard, gives me 2 basics to hand.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'll pass.
Before you pass,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Second
cast
spell.
this useless ass Pyroblast just to get a trigger. So then I will add a counter and draw a card. And then you may proceed.
All right, cool. Passed. Yami's turn.
Untap. Draw. Casting Toga. Play a forest. Trigger. That brings that up to 10. Play Assist Bearer. With that, I will have 2 cards in hand. Equip one of the rocks. And then I'll send Helana to Bobby.
Go for the throw.
I pass it.
Cast Blood Pact into turn. I'll target me. Lose 2, draw 2. I'm gonna loop with network terminal. I'm gonna cast Torwaki finally. I'll pass.
Untap and draw. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna hit Yami because we spreading the love.
6/6.
6 in the air, and I'm just gonna ship it because deck is not doing what I want it to do.
Slum Reaper.
Oh man, you would do that, wouldn't you?
I'm here to help.
Should have killed you. Should have fucking killed you. Sadness on the stack.
And
Results.
then I'll snuff out Sisbear. Basilisk Gate for turn. Pay 3 for Mahadi. and attempt to move to instep.
I'll try to kill Mahadi. Frostbite.
3 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Mahadi's dead. Pass.
6. Halana. Rocks. I will equip one to Halana. Play a land for turn. Roll turf. It lets me return a land. I will pass.
I'll pay 2. And I'll play a Thought Vessel. And pass.
Move my turn and draw. I'm going to pay 2 for this Pyretic Ritual. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Crom. Pay 2. Diplomatic Immunity on Crom.
I'll try to snuff out Crom in response.
Yeah, pass.
Draw.
Yep.
Just play out Mahadi, and if that resolves, I'll pass.
Untap.
Yep. Puff puff.
7. Toga. Land. Trigger. 10. Deadly Recluse. Deadly Recluse enters the battlefield to pay for Halana's trigger. Attempt to ping Mahadi.
Yeah, sure, it does.
Attempt to swing another 3 at Bobby.
Don't want to have to keep doing this.
Then don't. It's just 3.
Galvanic Blaster guy.
Alright.
I'm at 16. There's no just anything anymore.
I will pass the turn.
Pass after I cast a weapon.
Sure. Untap. Draw. We'll cast a Spellbomb of the Pyrite variety. 3 for Gutter Snipe. That's what we got. We'll pass it up.
Untap. Upkeep nothing. Draw. Drown in sorrow.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. I'm gonna just shore up on my Gutter Snipe.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we all take 2, right?
Yeah, no, you guys do take 2 from Gutter Snipe trigger.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
take 2.
Roger. So I'll go ahead and scribe 1. That's gonna stay on top. Pay 7. Mahadi. Attempt to move to instep. 2 treasures.
Yep.
Pass.
9. Togo. Trigger. And then I will Rampant Growth. Alright, with that, I will get a land that triggers, and I will pass.
I'll play a land. I'll go to combat, and I will swing Torwaki at Yami.
Yep, take it.
Alright, I'll gain 3. I'm gonna pay 4 for blood price. I have a Torwaki trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna target Gutter Snipe with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that.
So I gain 2 from that, and then blood price resolves. I lose 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put these 2 in my hand and these 2 on the bottom. For my next trick, I will cast Live Fast. I'll have a Torwaki trigger. I'll target Togo.
I will tap Togo, tap Springleaf Drum, attempt to Snakeskin Vet.
I'll draw 2, lose 2, and gain 2 energy that I'm not going to track because it doesn't matter. So I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Play a Leather Armor. Pass it up.
Untap. Upkeep nothing. Draw. Crack is lane for 3. Pass.
Riveteer's Outlook. I'm going to attempt to cast Halana, equipping the rocks to him and passing after that, but 1 rock on each.
When you go to equip the Togo, I don't know if you're doing that first or second. It doesn't matter to me either way. Cast a Scred targeting Togo. And then the Torwaki trigger is going to go at Islane's face for 2, I guess. Draw. Land. I'm going to cast Sign in Blood targeting myself. Torwaki trigger. Okay, so Halana has 2 damage.
Sure.
I gain 2, then I lose 2. I'm gonna Lava Dart Halana, and then Torwaki trigger. I'm gonna deal 2 to Islane's face again.
It's a 3/4.
Correct. This will deal 2 damage,
Yep.
so that's fine.
Oh,
That
okay.
deals 2 damage. Yeah.
I thought Lava Dart was 1.
No. Torwaki.
It is, but
increases-
Torwaki buffs it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yep.
about that.
And then I'll go to combat, and I'll swing 3 at Yami.
Yep. Take 3.
I'll pass.
Right. Untap and draw. I'll pass.
Your instep. Pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First 3 succumb to temptation, and then the other 4 is crushing disappointment. So I lose 4, you all lose 2, I draw 4 cards. Move to my turn. Untap. Upkeep nothing. Draw. Pay 3. Demon's Disciple.
I'll respond. Cast Succumb to Temptation.
Yep.
Trigger. I'll
Yep.
deal 2 to. I'm gonna deal 2 to your face, Paul.
All right, taking 2.
Gain 2, lose 2. Draw 2. Starfire you. Trigger Torwalkie. Torwalkie you for 2. Do you take 5?
All right.
And I gain 2. And then I will flashback Lava Dart you. Check this. It deals you 2, and then the Torwalkie trigger deals 2 to you as well.
All right. GG.
All you,
done.
Yami. Merrickwood Spider. Whenever it attacks. Okay.
Alana. Equip. Pass.
Yep.
On your end step. Oh, are you doing end step stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack a blood, discarding
helping.
a Sulphur's Mire.
Okay.
You can respond to that, or you can let it have it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna scred your Toraki. It's equal to it's no permanents. I control 6, so do 6 damage.
Yeah, I'll respond. I'll cast Wail of the Nim to regenerate each creature I control. Trigger on Torwalkie. I'll deal 2 to the spider.
All right. I'll respond and negate your thing.
This will get countered. I'll draw my card from my blood now.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Play a mountain. 6, 7, 8, 9. Torwalkie's back. Pass.
Tap and draw. It's the only fucking thing I have to do. Experimental Augury. Look at top 3. Put 1 in hand. The rest on bottom. And proliferate, which doesn't matter because Chrome ain't out. 1 in hand. You just move to bottom. That resolves. We will pass turn. Actually, I'm sorry. I have a mountain to play, so I put in my hand. And then pass. But yes, end of turn.
End of turn. I'm gonna Fiery Impulse the Halana, which will deal 4, and then Torwalkie's gonna deal 2 to Islane's face.
What's up? Pass.
I'll Bajuka Bog Islane, I guess. Pay 2 for Night's Whisper. Trigger Torwalkie. I'll deal 2 to Yami, and then I'll lose 2, so I knit the same. I draw 2. I'll pay 2 for a Kessig Flame Breather. I'll pay 3 for Funeral Rites. Trigger. So you each take 2 from Flame Breather, and then I'll deal the extra 2 to Islane, and then I'll draw 2 and then mill 2. Mill Firebrand Archer and Tectonic Hazard. Go to combat, swing 3 at Yami. Go ahead.
All right, untap and draw. Play a Sandstone Needle tapped with counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pass Crom. Crom's good. I would like to equip leather armor. It's a 2/4 now with Ward 1. And I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to cast Season of Renewal. Targeting my Scarecrow. Returns it to hand. I'll then cast Scarecrow. I'll then equip a rock to Scarecrow. I will pass the turn.
End of turn. I'll try to loot with Network Terminal. Draw. Discard. Mountain. I'll draw. Spinning Darkness. Targeting Crom. Remove the top 3. So Funeral Rites, Night's Whisper, Wail the Nim. Pay the 1 for Ward. It'll deal 4 damage to it, and I'll gain 3. Trigger. I'll deal 2 to Scaretiller, and then you'll each take 2 from Flame Breather.
Yeah, I don't see any world where you haven't won this game.
Yeah.
And I think even when I would have been able to kill it, I don't think that would have made a difference, to be honest.
It would.
What fucked me is not killing Paul.
I'm gonna cast Rowan's Grim Search, sacrificing Thought Vessel.
Yep.
Trigger, you each take 2. Torwalkie will go at Scaretiller for the other 2.
Trigger. Target. I'm going to float a green mana.
Yep.
Trigger. Outlook. And then I'll get a do that and then that. Of course.
And then I'll resolve Rowan's Grim Search. So that was bargain. So I look at the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can put up to 2 back on top. Yeah. So I'll put this 1 top. Mill 3 lands. And then draw 2. Hey, an Erebor Flamesmith. I'll go to combat. I'll swing 3 at Yami, 1 at Islane.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I mean, you got this in the bag. Like if this wasn't on stream, I would concede.
Targeting Islane. So you'll
So
take
just
you each take 4. And
That
then
puts me at 1.
And I'm gonna Torwalkie you with this trigger.
Hey, dead as fuck.
And Yami, you took 4 from these. I have to fucking loot. Network Terminal. Draw. Discard. And then shock you.
sounds good. Thank you.
There it is.
Wrap it up.